You think Justin Trudeau's popularity is fading? You better think again. His latest news conference sent a direct message to Canadians, Americans, even Donald Trump, and the impact is shocking.
Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake.
Trudeau recently held a news conference regarding the tariffs, the trade war, the current relationship between the US and Canada. I'm going to show you some clips. They're going to be short. I don't want to drag this out, but it's from a news release in Canada. But of course, they were aired everywhere because it's a major issue. I'm also going to be referencing Fox and CNN in this clip, and there's a reason why.
There is absolutely no justification or need whatsoever for these tariffs today.
This is the current Prime Minister, at least for a few more weeks anyway. His popularity in almost every video he appears in is through the roof. I came across it because I pay attention to current trending topics. Whether you like him or hate him, this is very interesting. 12 million views in this one clip so far. I don't pay attention to news outlet ratings, nor do I care to. I understand that CNN's ratings, they've been relatively low. They've dropped over the past few years for a variety of different reasons. But 12 million views on this clip, almost 13. Why am I even talking about this? Well, check this out. Compare it to the usual views, okay? So at the top left, we have 149,000. Below it, 244 with Van Jones. And we have a few more, 762,000, 42,000, 164,000 with Chuck Schumer. Moving along here, we got Trump, 276,000 views, 216,000 besides that. Zelensky, 196,000 views. And when you look at the bottom row here, 11 million views. When I took the screenshot, 11, it's at 12 million views now. This is a real issue. People are paying attention to what he has to say. And of course they are. Whatever the U.S. decides with Canada and with Mexico, the rest of the world is watching because anybody who does business with the U.S. knows that the same could happen to them. And look at the comments, over 100,000. And at the time that I'm filming this video, there's another Trudeau video on CNN. It's just 5 hours old. It's already at 1.6 million views. Zelensky isn't bringing in those views. I don't know any other leader in the world pulling in those types of views, especially for a long form video. It's not an 8-second short clip, which is bound to do well. 21 minutes, that takes some dedication. He directly addresses Americans and he directly addresses Canadians in the video.
Now, just like I did a month ago, I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And now, to my fellow Canadians, I won't sugarcoat it. This is going to be tough.
Now, at one point, he looks at the camera and he addresses Donald Trump directly. Now, I know, and I'm sure you know, that half the time these public appearances and news conferences, they're all for show. People in leadership roles, they have pre-planned speaking points, and they know what's more likely to go viral and what won't, especially clever or subtle insults. Some things are said with the intention of taking that one clip and pushing it out there just for views, because it will go viral.
Now I want to speak directly to one specific American, Donald.
I'm going to show you a clip from the same news conference, but from a different network. Now, I don't really agree with what he said here, to be honest with you. But what's interesting is different media outlets show different clips of Trudeau.
We're going to choose to not go on vacation in Florida or Old Orchard Beach or wherever. We're going to choose to try to buy Canadian products and forego bourbon and other classic American products. And yeah, we're probably going to keep booing the American anthem.
I don't agree with booing during the national anthem. Not in Canada or the US. It's not cool. You may disagree with me. I get it. But for me, it's not in good taste. And this video isn't partisan. I tackle some political issues from time to time, but I have no interest in being another political channel. I consider myself a fairly well-informed Canadian. I completed a carpentry apprenticeship. I worked in the trades for years, 20-year career as a police officer, 5 years as human rights commissioner. I dabble in the markets a little bit. I've made some good decisions in my life. I've made a lot of real stupid decisions too. I've driven across the country numerous times. I grew up in Ontario, lived in BC for almost 10 years, and I personally I own a place in PEI, Prince Edward Island, near the ocean, and I spend a lot of time there. Where am I going with this? I don't speak for all Canadians, but I know Canada. And I'm not alone in saying this, but where's the representation from the average Joe in the media these days? I want to hear more Canadian voices. It's easy to find out what Kevin O'Leary thinks. And of course, there's lots of well-known individuals online. But what does the average Joe think of everything that's going on? I posted a video last month where Canadians got ripped to pieces, and it seemed to be applauded. The arrogance was astounding. I'll post a link if you want to check it out. But I would love to see more Canadian representation in the US. And the only way that's going to happen is if you break out of your comfort zone and connect with somebody. If you're an American, reach out to a Canadian online. If you're Canadian, do the same. Start a conversation. And it doesn't have to be a debate. People are tired of that. But challenge stereotypes, share perspectives, banter back and forth, have some fun with it. Nobody wants this tension. And I bet you people would love to hear those conversations. If you know of conversations happening, please let me know. If you want to start a conversation, reach out to me. I would love that. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time. Be safe out there, look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.